What's going on YouTube? O'Berry Welding back here with another video. Today I'm just going to be redoing that video that I did a couple days ago. Going over PPE better, my machine better, that machine over there better, what kind of outlet you need, what kind of rods we're going to be using, and everything along that line. So we're going to start off from the bottom to the top. Start off with our boots. I just have some Red Wing steel toes. I've had these for a couple years. I'm sure you can see the wear and tear on them, but I've dropped a bunch of stuff on my foot. Haven't had it injured yet, so always good to wear steel toe. It's not OSHA mandated to wear steel toe boots. You can just wear leather boots, but until you drop a pop on your foot, you're going to wear steel toe boots. Then we have our blue jeans. I just have a cheap pair of Lee blue jeans. Some people like FR jeans better, but I've never owned a pair. These have worked just fine for a couple years. Then we're going to have our shirt. I just have a Miller FR shirt. I haven't had this for too long. Used to have a different one, a Lapco, but I've had that one for about 4 or 5 years now, and it's starting to burn up pretty bad. Then we're going to be moving on to our gloves. Just a regular cowhide glove. Nothing wrong with it. I have some cheap titanium ones from Harbor Freight. Anything will really work. All right, next we have our welding cap. Has to be 100% cotton. Matter of fact, one thing I didn't tell y'all, none of the PPE that you're wearing going to have any polyester in it, because that polyester, it'll melt to your skin and burn you badly. Then we have safety glasses, and most importantly of all, earplugs. Wear your earplugs, save your hearing. You do not want a spark going over that hood and going into your ear. It'll rupture your eardrum and it'll burn like you've never been burnt before. Then last but not least, we have our welding hood. I just have a Lincoln Electric auto darkening. Some people like the fixed shade. I've never been a fan of it, but this is just a standard welding hood. About $100. You can find them at Home Depot, Lowe's, online, anywhere. It was on sale at Home Depot for about $100, so got a pretty good deal on it. Next, we're going to move over here to our weld machine. I'm going to show y'all what we're running on. Alright, so next is our welding rods you're going to be using. So I have here a 1/8 7018. For this machine here, it's an AC machine, so you have to have a low hydrogen rod. They're more expensive, but it's the only kind of rod you can run on it. I'm going to go over the numbers for you. So the 70 means the tensile strength, so it can hold up to 70,000 psi. 1 means all positions available. 1F, 2F, 3F, 4F, 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G. Then the 8 means what the flux is made out of. Alright, so this machine here is my Lincoln AC225 arc welder. It's about 3 years old, but I keep it in the shop. It's still shiny, still got all the original paint on it. So the stinger that I'm running on it is this Tweco 200 amp. I really enjoy using these. I use them all throughout high school, using one in college now, and just a good all-around stinger. Got a lot of coating on it, so if you set it down on a table you grind it on, it won't arc out. Alright, so next thing I wanted to go over is the kind of outlet you're going to need. This is a 250 amp outlet. You can find them anywhere, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, anywhere you really want to find them. Alright, so I got a piece of this iron brushed off, so we're going to lay a couple beads on it, and I'm going to show y'all how it's done. Alright guys, now that we got all our proper PPE on, I got this machine set to 135, and we're going to try and weld on this piece of plate here.
So the 7018, you're going to try and keep that rod close and then maintain a good travel speed. And the bad thing about AC machines is they pop extremely bad. So that's one thing that I do not like about them.
I will say they do produce some pretty slick beads. Alright guys, now that y'all can see, I got that slag all cleaned off and it does produce a pretty nice looking bead. I'll do one more for y'all and then I gotta shut it down for the day. Alright guys, so this next one I'm going to show y'all is called overlapping. So what you want to do is start at the edge of your weld and make sure that it gets all the way out to the cap. Or the crown, I should say.
So whenever you're overlapping, you just want to do the same thing, maintain contact speed, and keep the rod the same length away from the plate as you do the whole thing.
Alright, we're going to go clean the slag off and I'll show y'all. Alright guys, and this is what a good overlapping bead looks like, covering at least half your weld or more. And I did pretty okay. Alright y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope y'all learned a little something. So God bless y'all and I'll see y'all in the next video.